Hello everyone and welcome back to Java Forever course. Currently we are learning for loop, and in today's class we are going to look into the syntax of for loop, how to write the code in Java. In the previous class I walked you through an example of how to add a number from 1 to 10 theoretically without actually writing a code. In today's class we'll exactly do the same thing, and we will also write a code and see how the real implementation or actual implementation in the code looks like. So let's begin. A quick review of what we learned in the last class. You can see we said we will have a for loop. We need one initializer that we will begin with. In our example of like 1 to 10, the initialization is 1. So let's store a variable called I, and we'll set initial value as 1. We will also build a condition, which we build it, if you remember, in the rhombus or diamond in the flowchart. We said I has to be less than or equal to 10. This is the condition. This is our initializer. My bad. Right? I just, the word that holds our initial value, and we will increment this value. We'll track the counter. Remember, in your head when you were counting, you're saying, did we reach 10? So now it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we reach 10 now? So that condition, you're always incrementing and checking the condition using that initializer. We will have I is less than 10. And then we will also update the initializer by saying I equal to I plus 1. Every time, once we perform the operation, when we say 3 plus 4 equal to 7, and 7 plus 5 equal to 12, when we say that, right, this number 4 is increasing. 5, 6, it goes up to 10, right? So this initializer is going to update. We'll say I equal to I plus 1. This is what we call it, update the initializer. Update. Yeah. And then inside, whatever logic we want to do it, in this case, it will be sum equal to sum plus I. So that is how the Java code of for loop looks like. It's pretty straightforward. You write a for statement. You start with an initializer, set a condition, and update the initializer automatically. And then in the body, whatever your core logic is, you want to calculate the new sum. All of this core logic has to be in the code block, because you may have one or more sentence. When you have one or more sentence, you want to put it in a curly braces, a pair of curly braces. Now look into the code here. Whatever I explained is pretty much the same. This example below is talking about printing a number from 1 to 5. So this code again has 3 parts. As you can see, we have an initializer, and you don't have to declare in a dedicated sentence. We can say for, and say int I equal to 1. I can do here itself. And then you will say I less than equal to 5, and I'll say I. Another way of writing it is I plus plus, which is nothing but I equal to I plus 1, and put a block here. And any code we are going to write, we'll write inside. Here you notice that we have this, what we called it as initializer. It's our counter that we are keeping track of. Initializer. Yeah? Then we have a condition. And then key thing is to build the condition correctly so that you know how many times you want to iterate. If you are saying I is less than equal to 5, that means you want to go up to 5, including 5. If you say I less than 5, you are saying I will go just below 5. So keep that in mind, this condition. And then of course you will want to increase the value of I by 1. If you are hopping by 2, suppose you want to add all the odd numbers or even numbers. Let's say you want to start with 0 and you want to 2, 4, 6, 8. All you have to do is to change the initializer by saying I equal to I plus 2. That means you are now skipping one number and hopping here like this. You are skipping the number in between. You can start with 2 and start hopping by 2. So this makes it very powerful, but very simple to use. And then I can write the logic sum equal to sum plus whatever is my incrementer. Or as you can see in this example, all I'm doing is simply printing a number from 1 to 5. Okay, so this is relatively straightforward. The key thing is the implementation, understanding where to apply the for loop. In fact, I can answer this easy. When you know upfront how many times your loop is going to iterate, then it is a definite loop. That means you are going to use for. Again, we will also see a couple of variations of for, but more or less this is pretty straightforward. We have initializer, condition, and incrementer. That's all in today's class. I'll see you guys again in the next class. We will, as I said, we will learn about a couple of variations here. Go ahead and take the quiz and practice. All of this boils down to how good you practice so that you can master this skill. See you guys again.
Thanks for watching. Do subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.